Hi guys, it's Chris here and I'm shooting a quick WordPress video tutorial today, and this is in response to a question I get asked quite a lot by people working in WordPress, and that is, how do you duplicate WordPress pages? But first of all, let's just have a quick look at why you would want to duplicate a page in WordPress, and the most obvious answer is really to save yourself time. I mean, essentially, if you want to build a new page and you want to keep the formatting and structure similar to a previously built page, the quickest thing you can do is duplicate that page and then change the content, and it saves you a whole heap of time. And just as an example, let's look at one of my client sites here. We've got a page here. Let's go to this page here, which describes the services in one particular business category. And let's say you want to build another page for services, but in a different business category, as with this other one here. You can see it's a different category, different services, but the formatting is the same. So for consistency and continuity of design across your website, you want to keep the formatting the same. So the idea is you duplicate the page. Then once you've duplicated the page, you can then just change the specific text and the images to make it bespoke. So let's have a quick look at a really quick and simple way to do that. Now, it does amaze me actually that WordPress doesn't have a standard function for doing that, for just clicking and duplicating a page, but it doesn't, and it is what it is. There's probably one or two plugins that you can install to do this for you, but you don't need them, and I'll show you a really quick way of doing that. Okay, so what we're going to do from one of my websites here, we're going to take this page just for the purpose of example, and we're actually going to duplicate this page. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to go into our WordPress dashboard. We're going to pages, and we're going to find the page. Well, first of all, we're going to create the new page. So let's create the new page that we want to build, and all we're going to do is we're going to call that imaginatively new page. Okay, now normally I'm going to publish that now. Actually, normally, when you're building a page, you'd actually you just keep it as a draft, and you keep updating the draft so you can see how it's looking before you actually publish it. But I'm actually going to publish it straight away, and what I'm even going to do, just for illustration purposes, is I'm going to add our new page to the website menu, just so we can have a little look once we've transferred the content. So we're going to go into pages. Let's actually make sure we've got the right menu up. Okay, there we go. There's the new page we've just created. We're going to add that to the menu, and for illustration purposes, I'm just actually going to sit it right next to the page we're taking the content from. So when we go back here, let's just refresh. You can see our new page is there, but at the moment, no content. Okay, so we're going to go back into our dashboard now. We're going to go back to pages, and we're going to go to the page that we actually want to duplicate, which is the subscribe page here. Okay, now this is really, really simple. Now obviously, as you can see, and I'm working with Visual Composer here. Most of you will be using Visual Composer when you're building pages now. But what we actually need to do is go into classic mode in our backend editor. And we've got two tabs over here. As you can see, you've got your visual and you've got your text. And just go back into, back into classic mode. Okay, and we're going to go to text, and really, in text mode, as you probably know, is basically all it shows you is the raw HTML code for the page. And what we're going to do is we're just going to highlight all of that page, all of the code from that page, and we're going to copy it. Then what we're going to do is go back to our pages menu. We're going to go into the new page that we've created that we want to copy the content to here. Okay, now we're going to make sure that, okay, we've got text mode here, so we're going to paste the code in. Okay, and we're going to update that. What you can do is you can go back into Backend Editor now, which opens Visual Composer, and what you'll see is you've got all the Visual Composer components and modules there. Okay, but now what we're going to do is go to the website, and we're just going to click on New Page now, and as you can see, it's an exact copy of the subscribe page that we've taken the content from. So it's a very, very quick and simple way to duplicate a page. And now what you've got to do in the new page that you've built is you can keep the formatting, you can keep the structure, which is the reason we copied the content across. All you need to do is to work through and just change the images and the text, to make it specific to that page that you're designing. So there you go. That's a really quick and simple way in WordPress to duplicate a page. It takes literally less than a minute when you're not talking like I do. So very simple, guys. Hope you found this tutorial really useful. If you did, lots more tutorials to come. Subscribe to the YouTube channel, I'd love that. And if you found this tutorial useful, please share it with everybody. Thanks. See you next time in the next tutorial.